Have you ever wondered why so many people over 60 suddenly suffer heart attacks and strokes, even after spending years avoiding cholesterol? What if I told you that one of the biggest nutrition myths in history may have distracted millions of seniors from the real danger quietly damaging their arteries every single day? A recent cardiovascular study involving more than 2,000 adults over the age of 60 revealed something shocking. Nearly 68% of seniors with serious artery blockage did not actually have extremely high cholesterol levels. Think about that for a moment. For decades, people were told that cholesterol was the enemy. They feared eggs, butter, and healthy fats. Grocery stores filled with low-fat products. Restaurants promoted fat-free meals. But while people focused on avoiding cholesterol, another hidden problem continued growing inside the body: inflammation. Today, many researchers believe that chronic inflammation, sugar overload, and processed foods may play a much bigger role in artery damage than most people realize. And in today's video, I'm going to reveal one powerful food that has helped many older adults naturally support better circulation, healthier blood vessels, and improved artery function in as little as 30 days. This food is cheap, easy to find, and probably sitting in your kitchen right now. If you're over 60, feel tired after walking short distances, struggle with high blood pressure, experience cold hands or feet, or worry about your heart health, then stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear could completely change the way you think about cholesterol forever. Hello, I'm Dr. Mickey. For more than 27 years, I've worked with seniors struggling with high blood pressure, poor circulation, plaque buildup, fatigue, and heart disease. During those years, I began noticing a pattern that completely changed my understanding of healthy aging. The patients who improved the fastest were not always the ones taking the most medications. In many cases, they were the people who reduced inflammation in their bodies through better daily nutrition habits. In my clinic, more than 81% of patients who followed my artery support nutrition plan experienced improvements in circulation, energy, and cardiovascular markers within 90 days. One of my patients, Richard, a 72-year-old retired teacher, came to me terrified after being told that his arteries were becoming dangerously stiff. Richard avoided nearly every food containing fat because he believed cholesterol was destroying his heart. He ate low-fat cereal every morning, fat-free snacks throughout the day, and avoided eggs completely. But despite all of that, his health kept getting worse. His triglycerides climbed higher every year. His blood pressure continued rising. He became exhausted after climbing stairs, and even short walks left him breathless. Then we made one simple but powerful change. We introduced one anti-inflammatory food into his daily routine. 5 weeks later, Richard looked at me and said, "Doctor, I feel like my body finally has energy again." That moment reminded me how powerful simple nutrition changes can be, especially after the age of 60. To understand why this happens, you first need to understand what really causes arteries to become dangerous. Most people imagine cholesterol as grease-clogging pipes, but the human body is far more complicated than that. Your arteries become vulnerable when inflammation damages the delicate inner lining of the blood vessels. Once that protective lining becomes irritated, tiny injuries begin forming. Then cholesterol particles, calcium, inflammatory cells, and sugar molecules start sticking to those damaged areas like glue. Over time, plaque develops. Blood flow becomes weaker. Oxygen delivery slows down. And eventually the body begins sending warning signs. You may feel dizzy more often. Your hands and feet become cold. Walking feels harder. You feel pressure in your chest or unusual fatigue during simple activities. Here's the truly shocking part. Many foods marketed as healthy may actually increase inflammation inside the body, especially after age 60 when the metabolism becomes more sensitive to sugar spikes and processed oils. That's why today's solution is not about completely eliminating cholesterol. It's about reducing inflammation and supporting healthier blood vessels naturally. Now let's talk about the first major trap hurting seniors today: low-fat processed foods. For decades, the food industry convinced millions of people that low-fat automatically meant healthy. But many low-fat yogurts, cereals, snack bars, and crackers are loaded with hidden sugars and refined starches. These ingredients can spike blood sugar levels rapidly, causing inflammation inside the arteries. A 5-year nutrition study found that older adults consuming high amounts of processed low-fat foods showed significantly higher inflammation markers compared to seniors eating whole natural foods. One of my patients, Linda, age 69, believed she was eating perfectly. Every morning she started her day with low-fat cereal, flavored yogurt, and a large glass of orange juice. She proudly avoided fat completely, yet her energy kept declining. Her triglycerides rose higher every year. Her doctor warned her that plaque buildup was progressing faster than expected. Once we removed the processed low-fat foods and replaced them with natural anti-inflammatory meals, her energy improved dramatically within just a few weeks. The lesson is simple. Low-fat does not always mean heart healthy. The second dangerous mistake is fearing all natural fats. For years, many seniors became terrified of foods like eggs, olive oil, avocados, nuts, and salmon. But healthy fats actually play a critical role in supporting hormone balance, brain function, and blood vessel flexibility. Without enough healthy fats, arteries can become even more inflamed and rigid over time. A European study involving older adults found that seniors consuming healthy unsaturated fats experienced better cardiovascular outcomes than those following extremely low-fat diets. I remember George, a 74-year-old grandfather who completely stopped eating eggs for nearly 10 years because he feared cholesterol. Over time, his energy collapsed. His muscles weakened. His memory became foggy. He constantly felt tired and mentally slow. When we carefully reintroduced healthy fats into his diet alongside anti-inflammatory foods, he began feeling stronger within 2 months. Fear-based nutrition has damaged the health of many older adults more than they realize. The third major trap is fried foods and heavily processed seed oils. Excessive fried foods can create oxidative stress inside blood vessels, especially oils repeatedly heated in restaurant fryers. These damaged oils may contribute to inflammation and artery stiffness over time. A vascular aging study found that adults over 60 consuming fried foods more than 4 times weekly had significantly worse artery flexibility markers. One patient named Martha, age 71, loved fried snacks every evening while watching television. She constantly complained about swollen feet, fatigue, and low energy. She assumed it was simply part of aging. But after reducing fried foods and replacing them with healthier anti-inflammatory choices, her circulation improved so much that she began taking daily walks again for the first time in years. Now let's reveal the secret food that may help support healthier arteries naturally: garlic. Yes, garlic. One of the most powerful circulation support foods in the world. Garlic contains sulfur compounds, especially a compound called allicin, which researchers believe may help support blood vessel flexibility, healthier circulation, and reduced inflammation. Some studies even suggest garlic may help support healthy blood pressure and cholesterol balance naturally. But here's something very important. Garlic works best when consumed consistently over time. Not once a month. Not once a week. Daily use matters. A cardiovascular nutrition study found that adults consuming garlic regularly for 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in blood vessel function and circulation markers. I've personally witnessed remarkable changes in many older patients. One of my patients, Harold, age 76, started adding fresh garlic to his meals every day after struggling with poor circulation for years. 6 weeks later, he told me, "Doctor, my feet are finally warm again. I can walk farther without getting tired, and I don't feel exhausted after dinner anymore." That's the power of improving circulation naturally. So how should seniors use garlic correctly? First, crush or chop fresh garlic cloves. Then let the garlic sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. This allows allicin, the powerful active compound, to fully activate. After that, add the garlic to soups, vegetables, eggs, salads, olive oil, beans, or chicken dishes. Even 1 or 2 cloves daily may provide benefits over time. Remember, consistency matters more than quantity. You do not need extreme amounts. Small daily habits often create the biggest long-term results. If you want even better artery support benefits, combine garlic with 3 additional habits. First, take a short walk after meals. Even 10 minutes can dramatically support circulation and blood sugar control. Second, drink more water throughout the day because dehydration thickens the blood and increases strain on the heart. Third, Reduce excess sugar as much as possible because sugar damages artery walls faster than many people realize. When seniors combine garlic with these simple habits, the improvements can be remarkable. And before we continue, if you're finding this information helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every week, I share science-backed nutrition and healthy aging strategies specifically designed for adults over 60. Also, tell me in the comments, have you ever tried eating garlic regularly? I read many of your stories personally, and your experiences inspire others in this community every single day. Here's something I want every senior watching this video to remember. Your body was designed to heal and adapt, even after the age of 60. Too many people believe aging automatically means weakness, fatigue, clogged arteries, and declining health. But that is not always true. Small daily habits can create extraordinary improvements over time. Remember, it's not just cholesterol that matters. Inflammation, processed foods, sugar overload, and damaged blood vessels are often the hidden dangers silently affecting your health. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are not expensive supplements or complicated treatments. Sometimes they are simple foods already sitting in your kitchen right now. Garlic is not a miracle cure, and it will not magically erase disease overnight. But combined with healthier eating, movement, hydration, and better daily habits, it may help support healthier arteries, stronger circulation, and a more energetic life after 60. And that matters because every extra healthy year means more freedom, more independence, more memories with your family, and fewer hospital visits. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with someone over 60 who needs to hear this important me.